Good morning, everyone. Well, I'm going to have a little walk around the fields. So it's just a little walk this morning. I hope everyone's fine and doing well. So that's the carabaos. Quite a few carabaos. Don't know where the cows have gone. So, nice and fresh this morning. Right, guys. It's a volcano. She's in the clouds. I'm having a little walk. I mean, to be honest, I should have actually walked around the country lanes, but it's just knocking on past 6 in the morning and I haven't got a stick, so it's not really safe to walk around, not without a stick. Right, so 2025. Don't know what you guys are planning. Yeah, we've all got plans, so like I said, let's hope. Well, positive attitude for 2025. You know, a lot of you guys had bad things happen in 2024. Right, let me show you. It's like a carabao. Looks like someone's been cutting a bit of bamboo. And that's your bamboo. And it's vicious stuff, bamboo. So, looks like he's loading a bit of bamboo. So that's what I'm going to do, just have a little walk around. So, I know for a fact there'll be some music soon, so I have to cut the video. Unless I try to do some type of voiceover. Right, so that's it. You know, I hope everyone's fine and doing well. Quite wet the grass this morning. So I don't know if it's just because it's damp or it has actually rained. Now, I'm always looking where I'm treading. There is actually a big snake that lives here. And it's like a python, so I'm told. It lives in the... Doesn't live in the... It lives in the sugarcane fields. So it probably... It'll be in the rice fields as well, because it's like a python, so it'll probably eat rats and birds. But it's quite cold this morning, so I've never seen one, but I've been told it's about 5 foot long, and it's quite stocky, it's quite big, fat. You know, like it's a python, some type of python, I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm walking through all this lot. I don't know what that is, I don't know what it is. You might remember that. It's like a scarecrow. So, let me just walk over here. It's not really good to walk in this grass. So, that's it. You know, I'm sure some of you guys have actually... I've actually just got up, actually. So, I got up this morning, 6 o'clock-ish. And I actually thought, well, I'll just go for a little walk. But I know for a fact, you know. So that's it. Yeah, I'm always like a zombie in the morning, because what I normally do is I just walk outside and I always think, well, I'll just have a look at the volcano. And like I said, last year we all had little problems, didn't we? So let's hope it's a better year. And you know, we have to actually... We actually have to on some point talk about people. I'm just looking what that is. You know, because there is quite a few fools around, it has to be said, you know. And this is what I was actually thinking when I come back to England, actually. I thought, you know, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of lovely people around all over the world. A lot of great people in the Philippines, a lot of great people in the UK. Wherever you are in the world, you know, you can meet a lot of nice people. But it has to be said, you know, you're going to get the odd fool, aren't you? So there's always a fool round the corner, so to speak. And I was actually chatting to Jovaline the other day, And I said, I don't have friends. You know, in the Philippines, I've probably got one good friend, you know, two good friends, well, one good friend who I can really call a friend. But like I said, lot of friendly people here who say hi, hello, lot of nice people. And I don't really have, this is the old Bitterfruit farm, look. Now, I know for a fact when I walk down here, I'm going to get dogs yapping. So, one of the big dangers here, it's normally got dogs on here, but because it's overgrown, looks like they've moved away, but don't know if anyone's living in that shack. I walk down here a little and then I'll reverse the camera, because like I said, you know, there's dogs on, so let me just reverse the camera. So, looks like there's a lot of rat holes there. See there? And that banking's ideal for snakes. So that's probably where you'll find your snakes. And that shack, if I can call it a shack, is where they used to live. When they actually, as far as I'm aware, there were people living in there for quite a while. Well, I do actually know there were people living in there for quite a while, because I can see from my house. And that's what they did, they actually farmed this bitterfruit farm here. So I think they've moved a little bit further over now. Right, so you know, that's it. You know, when I get back to England, you know, you have to be aware of fools, you know, because there's a lot of nice people around. You walk round the corner and there's some type of a fool there, but we have to deal with them, don't we? So it's as simple as that. And I'm sure when I get back to England, you know, so how do you deal with them? What's the best way to deal with fools? Well, I think best way to deal with fools is just to ignore them, not to have anything to do with them, you know, as simple as that really. But, you know, it does have to be said. So, what am I doing this afternoon? Well, I think this afternoon, if we're invited to a party later on, as far as I'm aware, but you never know, things can change. So, we're invited to a party later on, and I think it's a friend of a friend, and he's celebrating his business, so it should be quite nice if we get there. So that's it, look, that's the old Bitterfruit farm, and they've moved it across there. Now, whether they've moved it because of the soil or what, I don't know, because you actually do rotate a crop. Right, let me walk this way. So that's it really, life's full of fools, you know, and we can all be foolish at times, but, you know, you always get that person that's not wired up. And I'm sure to meet a few of you when I get back to England, and I'll just have to deal with that. So, no problem really. So, you know, like I said, 2020, you know, 2024, which I'm not going to really chat about for much longer. There's always something here. You know, there's always fools, like I said, you always encounter fools. So, when we get back to England, you know, hopefully I can do some blogging. I haven't actually got a topic this morning, you know. Now if I do, when I waken up, because I'm still asleep so to speak, so when I actually do waken up, I'm sure I'll have got a topic. But as it is, I thought, well, I'll just have a walk, you know, a little exercise, because I do actually do things, but I'm not walking, and you need to really walk, you know. You do really need to walk. Keeps you fit, keeps you healthy, keeps you strong. So you do need to. So it's up to you guys. Right, so that's it, look. This morning in the province. So I'll actually head back to the house. It's only a little walk. You know, it's not exactly a walk this morning. It's more like a stroll. And you know, I actually thought I might just start and sit down and chat about things that happen in life, you know. So that's what I think I might actually do, you know, chat about real life things. And like I said, you meet people, you know, like I said, to be honest guys, I don't have many friends, right? I've met a lot of lovely people on YouTube, right? You know, and I'm sure if I met these people in real life, it'd be really nice to meet some of you guys and say hello. You know, of course, I have got quite a few nice people, you know, nice friendly people on my YouTube channel, and that's what YouTube can enable you to do. Right, let's have a look at this. So YouTube can actually enable you to meet really nice people. And then you know the rest on it. You know, if you look in the comments, you've got your fake people, your nasty people, your haters. So I do love you haters, you know, so you've got your haters. So simple as that really, but that's just life. Right, so that's what I think I'll do. So you know, that's what YouTube enables you to do, you know, meet nice people. And that's where I've actually probably where I meet most of the friends, you know, really nice comments, people that support you. And like I said, Gloria, Lee, thanks for the support. And Gloria, I don't know if you're going to watch this far because it's not a good video this morning. I'm quite sleepy. See, she's got a lot of white chicks. Run for it. See, look. Got quite a lot. It's nice if they have got chicks and dogs ain't killed them and ate them, or cats ain't killed them and ate them, eat them. So that's what, you know, like I said. Right, I'll reverse the camera. So these guys here, they're off to the fields, they're off working. So I'm sure they're going to have an hard day's work. Hopefully this camera's picking them up okay. So that's it, look. Looks like the chickens are on the rice. So they're on the rice straw. They're always looking for grubs, things to eat, you know. Chickens will survive anywhere. And they make a damn mess of everything. They dig all your plants up. But, you know, you need bantams, bantam chickens. They reckon to be the best chickens, actually, to keep. You know, because in your garden, they don't cause a lot of damage like the other ones. So that's it, guys, off to. So, yeah, Gloria. Yeah, a bad 2024 because bad things happen. Why do bad things happen? God knows, you know. Full people, really, you know. And I actually can't remember how I was doing. No, I were on TikTok, to be honest. So I were on TikTok. Like I said, it's not picking light up very well, this phone. So I were on TikTok the other day. So I don't spend much time on Facebook. It's normally TikTok, you know, so, and I'm watching videos, and what comes up? Biggest dogs in the world, and they're all the big dogs, but some of these big dogs now, what they're breeding, you know, bulls, some big shepherd dogs, and they're bred to be aggressive, and the people that's actually got them, they can't handle these dogs. So, you know, when you go out, I know this for a fact, because I know people what's actually got these dogs in England. You know, just to recap, let me stand on some level ground. So, you know, I know a lot of people are even scared of their own dogs. You know, they can't even angle their own dogs. And why are all these dogs being bred? You know, and it's down to money. It's like everything, you know, everything on this planet gets hammered. You know, they're killing planet one way or another. And it's down to money, isn't it? And there's a lot of great people out there trying to save planet, doing an absolutely fabulous job of the planet. And God bless, guys. Right, let me walk into this wood. So, yeah, Gloria, and like I said, I know you had a bad 2024. You know, I know what happened. Crazy people, crazy dogs, you know. So, I'm sure you'll have a better year this year, and I can actually feel I'm going to have a lot better year this year. And you know, and that's because it's trained, positive attitude. So I know for a fact I'm going to have a better year this year, and I hope all you guys have a better year this year if you had a bad year in 2024. So, you know, I hope, you know, everyone has a great year, and a lot of this having a good year will come down to how you actually think. So it's how you think, you know, because actually when I were in England, when I were younger, I walked back this way, away from the music. So, you know, let me think what I'm talking about, because like I said, I'm like a zombie. Right, positive attitude. You know, you cannot change the past. So you cannot change the past. What's happened's happened. And in the past, you know, I know for a fact, I am quite a very hard working person, right? I'm not a lazy person. I'm an hard working person. And whatever I'm doing, I'm very motivated at what I do. And it's just the way you think. But in the past, I actually did waste a lot of time. So, you know, I wasted a lot of time, and I probably wasn't thinking like I should have been thinking, right? Oh, there's a lorry coming. I'm glad I'm at this spot here. So let me turn around. This is a big... So I'm going to move when this lorry's coming. So I wasted a lot of time, you know, when I was back in England. I did waste a lot of time. And it's pointless saying, oh, you should have done this, you should have done that. Right, let me get back to this. What's this guy going to do? Gosh, there's a lorry. Ah, he's reversing. You're lucky. Morning. So look, lorry's reversing. So I wasted a lot of time in England, and I probably wasn't thinking, even though I'm quite positive. I can actually tell you now, you know, I was, a lot of the time I was thinking, I wasn't thinking positive. You know, I'm quite a positive person, but there were a few ways, the way I was thinking, I wasn't actually thinking in the right way. Let me clarify. So you can see behind me, that's the lorry and the tricycle. He's had to reverse. Right, so it's pointless walking that way because this lorry's coming and there's no way for me to get in. Right, so clarify it. I was just thinking, you know, in the wrong way. You know, I had this attitude, and my attitude was, you know, if you're unemployed, you ain't got a job, you get this attitude. There isn't, to be honest, there is no jobs, right? There is no jobs that you actually want. It's all dead-end jobs, and it's all jobs, but the unemployment want you to take, because no one wants them. Cleaning toilets, it's hard work, and it's not the type of thing a lot of people want to do, but they have to fill these jobs. Right, let this lorry get past. Morning! Right, so he's quite a friendly guy actually. No, the guy, he lives here in the province, near to me. Like I said, he's a nice guy, the lorry driver. Friendly guy, you know, not everyone's friendly in the Philippines, but he's a friendly guy. I hope I had that turned on, because half the time I'm talking to this phone and it's not turned on. So, a bit silly really. So, you know, you've got me drift. I was actually thinking, I was thinking in the wrong way a lot of the time. You know, I was unemployed and I'd got this, you know, there ain't no jobs, there ain't this and there ain't that. And I went through quite a lot of years thinking this way. Even though I'm quite a positive person, I got this stupid way of thinking, right? And this is how we learn. Some of us learn, some of us never learn. And it was always, well, that's nice. Right, it was always, there isn't no jobs, you know. And jobs, what there is, the crappy jobs anyway. So, you know, I did this for quite a number of years, a lot of years to be honest. And I got sick to death. And then I started to think a little differently. Because, you know, a lot of people will say, oh, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. And I always do it. And a lot of time I can prove people wrong. Because I can do it. And when a lot of people probably say things to you, you know, you probably do the same. A lot of you will give in, and a lot of you will push, and you'll prove them wrong, and you'll do it. And you'll keep quiet, you know, because there's always somebody what tries to spoil things. So you'll keep quiet. You'll probably learn to do that. If you haven't, that's your way of thinking. So, you know, that's what I did actually. I wasted a lot of years. Don't get me wrong. You know, when you were at work, I were out here in countryside walking around enjoying it. You know, but because we don't have the money, so you're out there enjoying the countryside, you're out mountain biking, you're going to gym, you're doing what you love to do. But, you know, a lot of you guys, you need to work, you need to get that money, right? You need to do that. And that was never my priority, right? And money was quite easily to get when I were actually, you know, many years ago. There were a lot of jobs around and a lot of opportunities. So I always had money, but I was one of them people, if I had 500 or 600 quid, that were it, I won't go to work. You know, I'd keep money and I'd spend money and I'd do what I wanted to do with money, and I'd enjoy that money. You know, life's for living. But now, you know, if you've got a bit of money, I changed my attitude totally. Because, you know, when you've got no money, you start to go, I won't say you get depressed, but you do get sick and tired of having no money. You get sick and tired, you can't afford a car, you can't afford your insurance. You know, you just get sick and tired of paying all the time, you're just paying, and you ain't got that money to pay that bill. You get sick and tired of that. And someone asked me, this is another topic, why did I actually start YouTube? I'll chat about that another time. If anyone asks, if no one asks, I won't chat about it. So, you've got me drift. You could say, was it a wasted time? Probably not, but yeah, a lot of it were wasted. Because if I've actually thought about it, you know, like now, if I'd have actually thought about it, I'm sure I've had many opportunities, and I have had quite a bit of money, and to be honest, I should have been quite a rich guy now. And like I said, when I had money, I just spent it. and we know what we should have done. See this camera, it's going dark all the time. So we actually know what we should have done. Don't know where it is going. So you have to, like I said, you have to be careful with dogs. Even though it looks okay, you know, they can actually change. It's not too bad, but they can actually come up behind you and bite you from behind. So you have to be. I do know these dogs actually. They're from my place, so they're not so bad. So, but they can be still dangerous. You know. Let me just walk out to this. I don't know where this lady's going. She's got kids, so she might be going at fields. So if she goes to fields, I'll just see if she goes. Right. So that, you know, that's my point. Money, guys, is very important. So, you know, if you've got this idea, oh, I don't want that job, oh, I'm not taking that job. I'll walk at it with these kids, you know. So, you know, if you've got that attitude, oh, there ain't no jobs, there is jobs. So how do you get a job then, what you like? Well, you have to create your own job, don't you? So you just have to think about it. You know, I'm not really, I can't really advise you on it, but what I can advise you on, so to speak, I'm not really good at giving advice, but you need a job, you need money. Let me get over here out of the way. So, that's what you need. You need a job, you need money. And that's, you know, that's what I actually started to think. What I actually did is, you could say I started my own business, and I undercharged in my business. And what I did is, because I got no money and there were no jobs what I wanted, you know, I didn't want to be cleaning bogs all my life and doing that type of thing all my life, so to speak, which I knew I never would do. So I started my own business and I started gardening. And you know, oh, there's always a load of cobwebs. Always cobwebs in this wood. There's another lorry here, let me get it for you. Well, we missed that one. Still there, but we missed it. I pressed the wrong setting on the phone. So that's what I actually did. I started my own business, so to speak. And that's how I actually got to the Philippines. You know, saving money from gardening, you know, and I never had a van, I never had, you know, so it were always a barrow, put my stuff on a barrow, or if you had a lawnmower, I'd come and cut your garden, and that's what I did. I thought, and I never signed on, you know, so if I didn't have any money, I had to go and work, and that's one of the reasons why I actually stopped signing on unemployment. You know, I thought, if I sign, right, I can hear music. If I don't sign on, yeah, you can see me walking around. Like I said, this phone's not up to much scratch. Right, so that's what I did. Started my own little business. Now I forgot what I were on about. Let's have a think. So guys, you know, like I said, that's how I managed to get to the Philippines. Just saving, and it's as simple as that really. That's what I did. And you know, when I get back to England, what will I do for work? Well, excuse me, well, what I will actually do is I will just carry on with my YouTube, and I'll just go up that YouTube ladder, and whatever jobs are available, so to speak, I'll just be doing them jobs. And like I said, we've all got plans, so just follow your dreams, follow your plans. Simple as that. I can hear somebody saying hello. I can't see them. Hi, it's kids. Right. So, it's as simple as that really. You know, we'll all have problems when we get back to England. And if you're in England, we'll all have problems. So, simple as that really. You know what life's like, you know. I'm sure I'll make something happen. I will make something happen, that's for sure. And I'll have a good positive attitude when I get back to England. But don't forget, there's always a fool round the next corner. Just deal with that fool. And, you know, most fools, guys, the ones that like to yap, you know, they're just really insecure men. And that's what you get, you know. And it's got to be said, in England you do running into quite a lot of big mouth people, and I'm sure I'm gonna run into a few, but best thing to do is try to avoid people that have actually got that type of attitude, big mouth. But you know, if you have to deal with it, you have to deal with it. So we're not going to it, but you'll have to deal with it, you know. Positive attitude. So simple as that, really. Right, I'm walking back to the house. They're back at school now. Everyone's back at school. Well, I'm saying everyone. Morning. As far as I know, everyone is back at school. So it's back to normality, so to speak. Right, I don't know what I'm on about this morning. I'm going back to the house. I'm actually going back for a cup of coffee. So simple as that, really. So I'm rabbiting about things, but I'm not exactly explaining some of the things. You know, like I said, when I get back to England, you know, there's a few things I won't explain which I'll have to deal with, and it's as simple as that, really. So, you know, that's what I actually did. I started gardening, and that's how I made my money, and, you know, simple as that. So where will we land in life? Well, I don't know, but, you know, if you've got that positive attitude, guys, it will actually leave you in good stead. You know, if you've got that bad attitude, you know, you're just going to be a miserable type of person all your damn life. You know, that's what you're going to be. And you're not going to be quite a nice person either. And I can guarantee you haven't really got any friends if you're not quite a nice, positive person. You know, I can guarantee you that one. But like I said to you guys, I do not have friends in the UK. I've got one or two friends in the UK. You know, one good friend in the UK, one or two friends, good friends in the UK. You know, so I have actually got good friends in the UK, but so I have actually got good friends in the UK. So, you know, but my drift is I don't really have friends. Why don't I have a lot of friends? Well, you know, from growing up, you know, that's another topic. I learnt from growing up, you know, simple as that. Anyway, good morning from the Philippines. So I hope all you guys are fine, and whatever your bad experience is, you know, if bad things happen in life, and, you know, I suppose we'll learn. So, positive attitude. Morning! Looks like they're off to the field. And they're like me, they're like a zombie. So, you can be somewhere in Philippines and somebody can just walk out on an edge, or you'll be walking on here and you don't see, and there'll be a big carabao, it just walks out and you think, wow. And they're such a big animal, a carabao, they can actually hide, and you think, wow, how's that carabao got there? And you don't see it till you're on it. And it's a good job they're quite friendly animals, or, you know, you'd be in a bad tacking. So that's it, guys. 2025, like I said, positive attitude, and bad things happen. I don't know why they happen. I'm talking, you know, some really bad things do happen. I don't know why they happen, but, you know, we have to deal with things. And, You know, simple as that really. And I'm talking about people now. So, I'm rabbiting on. Take care, God bless. Thanks for the support, guys. Gloria, happy 2025. Lee, happy 2025. All you guys that actually do support me, give me a thumbs up, but you know that do support me by watching the videos, by sending support, you know, by giving me a good comment. Thanks a lot, very much appreciated. I'm going back to the house. Take care. You know, I actually do say take care, God bless. Now, in England, you know, is that going to become illegal? God bless, you know, where things are going in England, you know, because England's quite suppressed by the sounds of it. But that's another topic. Have a great day here in the Philippines. Hello! Get down, you fatty. Oi, Phyllis. Right, that's the dogs this morning.